Hello my little crafty monsters, how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, we are in our Mickey gear because we are going to have a little, we are going to make a little treat for you guys today. It is not a Valentine video, so sit your little butt down, boo-boos. We are going to be doing a birthday kit. And when I say birthday kit, it's usually sometimes for people when I have the time to do it. If it's their birthday, I like doing a little birthday kit, which would be like a little pinwheel, a birthday card, a little pin to wear on that day, and also maybe like a little chocolate slider and stuff. And that's basically what we are going to do today. So we are going to be making this little pinwheel. I don't know why he got Texas in there. I didn't know what I was talking about. But first of all, let me show you the paper. So we are going to go ahead and get this paper that we purchased from Z Michaels, and it's in the loose paper. So we're going to go ahead and get some of this. I made it a double-sided because I wanted it to be a color in the back so that, you know, it would basically show, because that's the red part that is showing, and then this is the DSP because that's the main DSP part. And then we went ahead and we used a black cardstock on that one. And that was the pinwheel. So it's a functioning pinwheel. We also just used some of these little pinwheel accessories that we purchased from Z Hobby Lobbies. I haven't seen them anywhere else, but you could order them online. However, we ain't got no time for that, boo-boo. So we went to Z Hobby Lobbies and picked this up. And so that actually makes it a functional little pinwheel. How adorbs is this, right? I know. Sit down, boo-boo. We got more. So in this video, we are going to be doing 4 items. 4 items, guys. The pinwheel. We are going to be making this adorable little birthday card. This birthday card is super duper cute. And I love what I stamped in the inside. Now, on the video, I didn't stamp anything because I made 2 of these. There's 2 of these cards. The one in the video, I just left it blank because if, you know, whenever a birthday comes up, I could go ahead and gift that and just stamp something in the inside. This one was meant for an adult. So in the inside, I put, "You look fabulous given how old you are. Happy birthday." And that's basically what the inside look reads. And the reason, like I said, the reason why I didn't stamp the one on the video is because, you know, we got to leave that one open for, what if it's a kid? You ain't going to write this on a kid. Hello. So definitely left that open. And then we went ahead and we made a little chocolate slider. This, you just put the chocolate bar in here, the flat one, and then this ribbon, you pull it and it just slides it out. This is the little chocolate slider. Now, if you guys want to know exactly how to make this little bad boy, we do have another video. We have actually a few videos in our video library. And I've made a lot of these little chocolate sliders in the past. I think I did it for Thanksgiving one year, and I went ahead and I've done them for like for other birthdays and stuff. And so definitely we cannot do the birthday kit without the little chocolate sliders. And we also made a little pin. Now this little pin is a basic little pin right here. And so the birthday person could basically wear it like a little pin. Que cute, mijo! And I did the little Mickey ears, and then we went ahead and we put the whole entire thing together. So we are going to be making these little kits today, my little boo-boos. So let's get down and dirty, because I know you want to get down and dirty, boo-boos, and I will see you in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. Let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys. Now I know you guys are going to love this. This little Mickey Mouse DSP paper that we picked up from Z Michaels in the loose department, the loose paper department, is super adorable. I do believe that it's about like 79 cents a sheet. But if you wait when they're on sale, you could definitely get a little stack for your projects. And right here, what we're doing is we're just getting a regular cardstock of a different color, a solid color, and I'm making this a double-sided paper. This is going to function as two ways. One, it's going to give me the double-sided look on this paper, and also it's going to be thickening that paper, so it's going to be a little bit more durable. And so right here, I'm just using the colors black, red, and yellow. Now the red one is the card base, And I'm just going to go ahead and cut some card mats. If you guys need more information on card bases and card mats, I will put a video in the description area. And all I'm doing, really honestly, to tell you the truth, guys, is I'm just layering stuff on here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull out this little glitter strip. This is all scraps that I have left over. And I'm just going to use that as a little belly band sort of look. And so I'm just going to go ahead and layer all of my little card mats. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay down that DSP paper of the little Mickey Mouse, because that is the main focus of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the belly band kind of like set off to the bottom part, because I will be adding this little scallop circle with a glittered white circle in the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and put one of those little shaker Mickey heads that I purchased from the AliExpress. This is a little pin that I purchased from Walmart. They have it in the party section or in the craft section. I'm not really 100% sure, but they do have them at the Walmart. And I'm just using that paper that it comes with to kind of like cut out a circle, because I don't have that size of a circle that'll fit that little pin. And I'm just going to go ahead and run some little dice through different colors just to kind of give it that little layered effect. And I am just going to go ahead and put the black, the yellow, and then the red in the middle. And then I'm going to go ahead and get some little printouts that I have of a little Mickey and a little Pluto, and I am going to be adding that to this pen and just kind of making it all come together, guys. I mean, it's all a little Mickey theme. Love Disneyland. For you that are following me in my personal pages, you guys will notice that I go to Disneyland with my friends pretty frequently, and I love it. So right here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just stamp the happy birthday on this little sentiment tag that we are going to be putting onto the front of this little birthday card. And it's not really a tag, it's more or less like a little ticket looking kind of effect going on. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp happy birthday in a circle. It's kind of like in a little circular stamp, and we're going to go ahead and just stamp that little bad boy on the red one, and that's just going to give it the little happy birthday for the actual pin. Now all we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and put everything together. So I'm going to use some hot glue because this is going onto glitter, and I feel that any other adhesive would not stick onto the glitter as good. And then we're going to go ahead and just layer that black ticket and that yellow ticket just to give it a kind of shadow effect. And we'll get some dimensions, and we're going to go ahead and put that on the back just to give this a 3D effect. We want this to be a little bit more raised. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on the front, on the top right there. And I do want to add some little blings just to make it look like it has little screws on the each end, kind of bolting that little ticket to the card. And we are using some E6000 to glue this little Mickey head it's a little shaker. It's so freaking cute. Now I know you guys can't see it on the camera, but it has little tiny itty bitty little iridescent stars, and it shakes. It's like a little puffy balloon. And so anyway, we're using the E6000 because I believe that that's going to actually hold it a lot better, and it's going to make it into place. Now to build our little pin. And so we're going to go ahead and just layer those circles together, giving enough room to where you're going to be able to glue the little Pluto and the little Mickey on each side. Now just if you guys are using one of these little pins and you guys are putting this together, you guys will notice that you don't really have a lot of room to work with. But if it does hang over, just get your scissors and go ahead and just cut those into a round circular little shape. And it's like super easy, guys. Stuff that little baby in the center, and then you go ahead and put that plastic on the very top. And then I'm just adding some E6000 to where I'm going to go ahead and stick this little yellow bow. I think that little yellow bow tie in the front is super duper cute. And then we're also going to use some E6000 and put that for the ears. Now just to know, just for a note, so that that circle clear part does not come off of this little pin, I'm actually putting the glue right where the crack of that is when I'm doing the bow and the ears. That's just to hold it into place. And now that we have that drying and the card drying, we're going to go ahead and start making the little pinwheel. Right here I'm just trimming off any little excess that is showing so that this could be a perfect 12 by 12. I'm going to go ahead and cut this into an 8" by 8" square, 8" by 8" square. And that is the size that we are going to use for our little pin wheel. This is the little We Are Memory Keepers pinwheel, and we're going to go ahead and just paper punch all 4 corners of both papers. Now, if you're just doing a single pinwheel, you guys could just go ahead and do that on one paper, but if you're doing a double one like this, then you definitely are going to need that second paper. So right here, I just centered it on the little, those little, it tells you right there, 8 inches, and you just center it on those little guys right there, and it will cut them. And if you notice that I do not pick that lever up, I just move it and line it up. This one, I'm lining it up to the right hand side. There's some little red markings, and that's so that it kind of cuts it in a different way. You guys are going to be able to see why it cuts those 2 pieces in a different way. It's so that you can layer them together. So now we're just assembling this little pinwheel accessory that you could purchase at the Hobby Lobbies. Right here, I like to stick in one of those dowels in the straw so that the straw will not bend. You guys know that these straws have a tendency of bending very easy because they're made out of paper. And then once you put the little mechanism together, then you just slide in your paper, and then you just kind of start layering it one after another. And this just gives it that really super duper cute, authentic little pinwheel, and it's so easy. Then you just put that little knob on the front to hold it all into place. And then I like to just move the whole pinwheels the way I want it, and then I'll add a little bit of glue in between the 2 papers. That is just to hold it, because if you kind of don't, if you guys will notice, if you make this or if you have made these, they tend to kind of move a little bit, and in order for them not to move, I just add a little bit of glue. And that's, it's a very tiny bit of glue, and it's just holding everything into place right there. And then once I have this done, I'm going to put a little glittered circle in the very center of that. And then I'm going to add, well, right here we're adding the little bling on the very corner of each of one of those little propellers. We're just going to call them propellers. I don't know what they're really called, but that's what we're going to call them. So we're just putting the little bling on that. So when it's actually spinning, it kind of gives it that little sparkle effect. It just gives it a little bit of a magical touch. And then we are going to add that little circle in the very center, and we will go ahead and add the little Mickey head on top of that glittered circle. It's just to give it kind of another little extra element. I think it's super duper 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 cute. And then just stick this little bad boy on there. Once we have these items drying, we could start on our little chocolate slider. So now we are just going to go ahead and use some paper, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this paper down to 6 3/4 by 6 1/2, and then we are going to go ahead and score that at 1/2 inch, and then we are going to score it at 3 5/8 of an inch, and then we are just going to go ahead and score this. Now, if you guys want the measurements and you want a really good detail on this little card slider, just go ahead and check out the videos that I have in my video libraries. I have made a slider card for Valentine's, and I give you all of the measurements on there. And I will try to put the link for that video on the description, but if I don't, guys, it's definitely in my library. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and cut some mats that I'm going to go ahead and layer onto this little chocolate slider. And so right here, I'm just using some yellow cardstock, and then I am going to go ahead and put the little Mickey. Now, these are just scraps from the paper that we have when we made the little birthday card and also the pinwheel. You guys are going to notice that you guys are going to have enough scraps or enough paper, just one sheet of paper, for all 3 of these little projects. And I'm saying 3 because we don't use that cardstock in the little pin. On the pin one, we just use some real little printouts, which I think is cute. So anyway, once you start layering all of your layers, whatever layers you guys are going to do or whatever theme you guys are going to do, then I'm going to also put a little belly band on here. I chose to put a regular red cardstock because I wanted to kind of give it another, little something. And since we use this ticket for the card, we are also going to use it for our little chocolate slider. This is a little ribbon paper punch, and it just makes a little slit which is enough for you to definitely go ahead and slip in some ribbons or anything that kind of is a wide little element that you want to put in there. You guys could definitely do that. I love that little ribbon paper punch, and I purchased that one at the Hobby Lobbies for those of you who are wondering. And so right here I just put the little red belly band, and I'm going to go ahead and put one of those glittered circles, and then I'm just going to go ahead and punch out a little Mickey head out of my paper punch. You guys will notice that I do that because he's cute. He's cute. I have to go ahead and put the happy birthday on this little tag. I should have done this when I did the card, but I wasn't really thinking at that moment, and so we had to pull out the little stamp all over again once we cleaned it. If you guys are going to do all three elements, I would recommend that you do all your stampings at the same time so you don't have to be cleaning them and pulling those out, because, you know, it's a little drag sometimes. So go ahead and just glue your little circles, and I think you could put it all together at this point, Jesse. Thank you very much. And so we're going to go ahead and just put that little belly band as well as that little scallop circle, and then we're going to go ahead and just add that little Mickey head on that little center part. You're seeing that I'm adding some little dimensions onto the little happy birthday ticket, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in between that little paper punch and that little scallop circle. And then I'm going to use some, I was going to use some black ribbon, but the ribbon that I pulled out was too thick, and I do remember that I had one that was a little bit thinner, so you guys are going to notice that I am going to put on some ribbon on this, and then I'm going to take it off because Jesse cannot use that one. It was too thick. So this is the one that is way too thick, and I still basically put it in there. But, you know, we live and we learn, guys. So anyway, right here I'm using a piece of paper to push down that ribbon so I know exactly how much I need of ribbon, and also to put it down into its position. However, when you guys are doing this, I'm pretty sure at that moment you guys are going to have the candy, and so you guys could just use the candy at that moment to push down the ribbon into place, and then you could go ahead and tie the very ends into a bow. But since I don't have the candy yet at the very moment, I'm just using the ribbon. And like I said, that one was way too thick for that little hoe that we did onto for the ribbon. That ribbon was too thick, so we're gonna go ahead and just pick one that's a little bit thinner in the width. And so here it is. We're gonna go ahead and do that all over again. So like I said, I'm using a piece of paper, but you guys are gonna actually use the actual chocolate, and so it'll be a lot easier. The chocolate that I usually use for these are the Crunch bars, or you could use a Hershey's bar, or anything that's flat and white that will basically fit into this. You cannot use anything like a Snickers or a Three Musketeers or anything like that that's kind of bulky. As far as the tricks, am I saying that right? Come on, Mexico, say it right. If you're using that, I think that's still going to be a little bit too thick, so I don't think you could go ahead and get away with that one. But anyway, these are the little birthday kits that I made, and I made 2 kits, and that's it. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make this little birthday kit. And we are going to go get the chocolate for this, but look at how easy it is to make these little birthday kits right here, boo-boo. And you could just like put a smile on a birthday person, a birthday girl, birthday boy, whatever it is, boo-boo. Make them a little birthday kit and give it to them on their birthday just to make that day a little extra special. And it is super duper easy, guys. Now, on the Pinwheel, we did use a We Are Memory Keepers board, but they still sell them, so you still have time to go get them, boo-boos. Don't give me that. And on the other stuff, well, the other stuff, you really don't need that much stuff except for these little pins that we picked up at the Walmart. And these little guys, we got them on AliExpress, so I don't know if there's still some more, but y'all should definitely check out AliExpress for these. I will try to put the link in our description area and see if I could find that if they're still available, because I know sometimes on AliExpress, like, they kind of sell out on certain things. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little icon. It's a picture of moi. And we become BFFFFFs. Because I know BFs is good. I know it is, boo-boos. But BFFFF is even better. And I know you guys want to be my BFFFF. So hit that little icon. And since you're already there, boo-boos, go ahead and hit the bell icon, because that bell icon is for you, so that you guys will get notified. Hello, you guys want to get notified. I know you do. You do not want to be falling behind on these videos, boo-boo. And go ahead and share and tell a friend, because sharing is caring. And something this good cannot be kept a secret, boo-boo. So go ahead and share. And that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye. What was that? Goodbye.